Namaskar everyone, how are you? I hope you all are well and safe. So, we have completed the revision of term 2 till chapter number 6, the Western Coastal Plains. We have completed all the series about the physical division of India. Okay, the first physical division was the northern mountain, then northern plains, then the southern plateau, the western desert, and the coastal plains, and the uh, island regions. Okay, now we will read about the chapter 14, our rich heritage. Today we will revise this chapter. So after revision of this chapter you will be able to understand the culture of India, and you will and this chapter will make you feel the proud on our country. Okay, so let's start our chapter. As you know that our country is a land of festivals. Okay, land of festival means a special day which special day or occasion which we celebrate. Okay, so this is called the festivals, and India is called the land of festival because it has many types of festival. Okay, in our country we have many types of festival. Each and every state is recognized by probably recognized by its special festival, special food, special dresses, special culture. Our constitutions recognizes 22 languages. In this chapter, we have also learned about that. Our constitutions recognizes 22 languages. We have many languages in our country, but only 22 of them are recognized by the Constitution of India. Okay, and I have explained you and tell you about the recognized languages. So which are our recognized languages? The recognized languages are Assamese, Bangla, Bodo, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, uh, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santhili, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu, and also Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada. These are our 22 recognized languages. But we have many types of languages in our country. We have over than 100 languages in our country, but only 22 languages are recognized by our government or our constitutions. Okay, and I have explained you that what is the meaning of recognized language. It means we can use these languages for the official work of our states. Student can choose these languages as the means or medium of study. Okay, now folk dances and classical dances are two important types of India. As you know, we have a different types of culture. Our our country is divided into 28 states, and each and every state has its particular culture and special. Each and every state known for its special culture, its special festivals, and dances and dresses, etc. So here are the types of dances which are famous in our country. Okay, and folk dances and the classical dances are two important types of dances in our country. Okay, and what is called folk dance? Folk dances are those dance which do not need any special training. Okay, we can perform the folk dances on the beat of drum in a group. Okay, and we can easily learn the folk dances. But for the classical dances we need a special training, we need a special teachers. We have to learn the classical dances for several years, like 7 years. Okay, so we cannot uh, perform classical dances without any training. So we need the special training for the classical dances, and we have to go near the teacher for learning the classical dances. Okay, actually classical dances are related to the worshipping of different deities. Okay, so now here is Hindustani music. As you know, and as you have learned that our music in our India. Music is also divided into two parts. First is called Hindustani music, and second is called Carnatic music. Okay, so these two types of music are very popular in our country. Now, which is called the Hindustani music and which is called the classical music. I see, uh, which is called the Carnatic music actually. Hindustani music and the Carnatic music. So, Hindustani music of the North India. Hindustani music is related to the North India, and the Carnatic music is related to the South India, and which is called the North India and South India. For the music, for music, we can divide our country into two parts. As you know, Tropic of Cancer dividing our country into two equal parts. So above the Tropic of Cancer, see, this is our India, and Tropic of Cancer divided our country into two parts. This upper part is called the North India and the bottom is called the South India. Okay, so on the upper part of India, Hindustani music is very famous as a classical music, and in the bottom part of our country, the Carnatic music is very famous as a uh, classical music. Okay, now classical music was generally performed in the courts of kings and temples, and the instruments used among others are sitar, flute, tabla, and sarod. These are the some, we can say, these are the classical instrument of music. Okay, now next is Jahangir was very fond of painting, as I have explained you that the art and architecture. Our country has a rich heritage in which also the paintings and art and agricultures are also included. So you have learned that Jahangir was very fond of the paintings. Okay, he was the Mughal emperor, and he invited painters from other countries. Okay, and Ajanta caves. Ajanta caves are in Maharashtra and related to the life of Mahatma Buddha. Okay, actually we have a very old history of paintings. The painting at the Ajanta caves in Maharashtra are related to the life of the Mahatma Buddha. Okay, and now here is Shah Jahan was a great builder. Okay, Shah Jahan was a great builder. They are great. The great pieces of architecture built by Shah Jahan are Taj Mahal, Jama Masjid, Red Fort. Okay, these are some very important and notable architecture built by the Shah Jahan. Okay, now we have three types of festivals in our country. In the first point of this chapter, in your revision sheet, you learned that India is a land of festivals. Okay, so all the festivals of our country are divided into three parts. First is called the national festivals. Okay, now what is called the national festivals? Festivals that are recognized and celebrated by the government also is called the national festivals, like the Independence Day, 26th January, okay, Gandhi Jayanti, etc. These are called our national festivals. Okay, now after then, religious festival. Now what is called the religious festival? Religious festival means these festivals are called religious as they are associated with many religions. Diwali, Dashera, Durga Puja, Ganesh Chaturthi, Christmas, Eid ul Fitr. These are an example of the religious festival of our country. Okay, now we have a harvest festivals. Okay, now what is called the harvest festivals? Actually, all the harvest festivals are known as the seasonal festivals also. Holi, Basant Panchami, Baisakhi, Bihu, Pongal, Onam are harvest festivals and based on seasons. Okay, now next is the official languages of India is the official language of India is Hindi. Our official language is Hindi. Okay, now see, we have completed this point. Okay, now we will do the question and answer of these chapters. We will do the question and answer of this chapter. So, our first question is, how many languages are recognized by our constitutions. Okay, so how many languages our constitution recognized? 22 languages. 22 languages are recognized by the constitutions of India. Okay, now next is name any two national and religious festivals of India. So write here national festivals, the heading, and write Independence Day, Republic Day, and also write here the religious festival as a topic. Okay, and give the example Diwali, Christmas, etc. Okay, now third is what are the classical dances of India? What are the classical dances of India? Kathak, Odissi, Bharatnatyam, etc. are the classical dances of India and related to the worshipping of different deities. Deities means god and goddess. Okay, so Kathak, Odissi, Bharatnatyam. You can also write the Manipuri, Kuchipudi, etc. and Mohiniyattam. These are our classical dances, okay, and related to the worship of God and Goddess. Now fill in the blanks. We will do the exercise number 2. Fill in the blanks. See here. Bihu is a folk dance, okay. Bihu is a folk dance, okay, and the Taj Mahal was, second is Jahangir was fond of art. Okay, you can also write that art and painting. Art and painting. If you want to write, you can write the art and painting. Okay, if you do not want, it will okay. You can only write that art. Okay. Now next is the Taj Mahal was built by the Shah Jahan. Okay, Taj Mahal was built by the Shah Jahan. Now the official language of India is Hindi. Okay, now the Sanchi Stupa is in Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, everyone. So Sanchi Stupa is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and uh, here is we have completed the revision of this chapter. If you have any doubt, you have to note down it and you have to ask all the doubts, all the related chapter. If you have doubts in other chapter, you can ask me also. So you have to note down your all the doubts in your notebook. When I will take your online classes, you have to compulsory, you have to ask your doubts. Okay everyone, so now take care beta, goodbye, have a nice day. And in homework you have to complete all the exercise, all these 3 questions and fill ups of this chapter in your revision sheet. Okay everyone.